Several years that we've been wanting to come to this fair all across the country. I traveled a long ways. I raised in Wyoming, and when I lived there, we showed calves in Phoenix and sold some calves up here to Kern County. And that's been back in the late 70s, early 80s. I've been wanting to come up to this fair, and I finally got a chance. But I really think it's one of the greatest fairs. We talk about all over the country where we're at, and the Kern County Fair is like the ultimate fair, at least to the people I talk to. So the dairy show is one of the greatest cows and the great dairy that we have here, and I'm really proud to be here as part of it. I want to explain to the crowd right now that these heifers have already beaten several heifers. They took the top 6. None of these students know which one is first, second, or sixth. So when we place the 6th and 5th animals, they've already beaten like 30, 40 head already in the show. So this is the final drive of these.
Where's he going? Yeah. Just go straight to YouTube if you got kicked.
There's something about her. It's like
The white one?
yeah, she seems well, that's why I can't really lie as much people it is, but like yeah, look through here and see she's a little different. Something about her. She's smooth.
She ties in her front.
Yeah, is there connections or tissue connections really good? I think in general, with all livestock, that's something that we all should say. Tissue connections.
Especially in sheep, because you get sheep versus rack back. They're gonna
Look at, check red sheep out. Check them out.
Oh. Here.
You don't need to do that here.
Hey, this is taking a while. Either they're all too good or they're just all different. They're all different. That's the key thing. There's each caption.
Some of the other dairy sponsors for this year's fair are Vise Pipe and Supply, Howard and Elaine Koostrom, Vise Seaman, Steve and Pam Bruni, Chris and Tracy Vise, Jack and Jerry Ann Hudson, Ryan AI Sales and Service, Oasis Holsteins, and Charted Dairy. Also, the ice cream sandwiches were courtesy of the Kern County Dairy Beds.
Truly outstanding set. As I said, they've beat several already. The girl that has here that I pulled out, her cow's just not walking very well. And I want to remind everybody that didn't know that cow just calved yesterday morning and just had her first calf out here at the fair. So she's all uttered up and she wasn't walking real good when I picked her, but I think that's an outstanding cow. If she can move off her hind legs a little better. I attributed that when I picked her that maybe it's just because she just calved and she's been here at the fair, so she might be a little stiff, but we got to judge what we see today. Little girls count. I really like the fifth heifer in class when we saw her. There were some champions in there. There's a lot of cattle right in that lineup that looked really good, and I really like the balance and the style of this cow that's fifth. She's just not nearly as big, not nearly as long, because there's some huge, powerful individuals in this class today. And the girl here in fourth, she's got an outstanding heifer. She doesn't have as much size as the others, but that heifer's got a lot of sharpness and angularity, eye appeal. She's more youthful appearing heifer, and I really think she's just standing a little bit and probably has strength off her behind legs to see she needs to be. Now we're getting into these top three here, and it gets pretty close. And I just think the top two just got more things put together, and this third heifer just falls in third. Is what it amounts to. She's a huge, powerful individual and has got a lot of udder support. But some of these aren't. Their gestation is different than others. So if you're thinking about judging udders, it makes a little difference because some of these are just calf, some are springing real close, and some are a little ways off. And the rules of the show, I think these two that we have left, one's going to be champion, one's going to reserve, and I'll go ahead and touch the one that's going to be the grand champion, and the next one that I don't touch will be the reserve.
Touch her, touch her.